8 things poor people don't know about making money. Hello future millionaires, welcome to the Head to Toes channel. Today, we're excited to update you on the things poor people don't know about making money. This will be a wake-up call to a lot of you. You're going to find answers to questions you didn't know you had, but for that, you need to put your feelings aside and act like a grown-up and be honest with what's actually happening in your life. Poor people are bad at making and keeping money, otherwise, they wouldn't be poor. What is a better way to tackle this issue than to actually give you guys the cheat sheet to what making money is all about? Here are 8 things poor people don't know about making money. 1. The only thing you have in your life is time. Most poor people complain about 1,000 things they don't have and waste the only thing they ever need. That's funny. The only thing you ever need is time, and you have that already. Rich people respect the time and convert it to any other thing they want. Is it knowledge? You can convert your time to knowledge. Is it a good relationship? You can convert your time to that. If you want money, if you use your time right, you will have more than enough. Tell me how much respect you have for time, and I will tell you how rich you can be. 2. Instead of cutting down costs, focus on increasing income. Poor people spend hours finding out ways to save a couple of pennies. You know another of our favorite sayings, a penny saved isn't a penny earned. It's just a penny. It doesn't matter if you're worth $1,000 an hour or $7. Why are you wasting 2 hours of your life driving to 3 different supermarkets just to save $10 on some detergent? The return on your time spent is shit. People spend their efforts trying to cut down personal costs, when that time could go towards increasing income. If you're earning $7.50 an hour, and you have time to go to 3 supermarkets, you've got time to learn Microsoft Excel here on YouTube and find a different job that pays 3 times that amount. Instead of wasting your time in cutting costs to save money, invest the time into becoming more valuable. Why? Because there is always a limit to how much you can cut costs, but there is never a limit on how much you can earn and become valuable. 3. A passive income of $100 is worth more than a labor income of $1,000. When the typical person sees our comparison, they will wonder, how can $1,000 be worth less than $100? This is why. You should be able to show up, perform, acquire clients, and so on for the $1,000, but you won't be able to do so for the $100. Whatever you do or don't do, those $100 will come in. Consider what would happen if you were struck by a car, or became unwell and your capacity to perform was taken away. Passive income allows you to live a more relaxed lifestyle, giving you more time to accomplish your goals. 4. You should invest more than half of your earnings. If you only save 5 to 10% of your salary, you won't be able to escape the rat race. You won't be able to pull it off. You could have enough money to get you through a crisis or an emergency, but it's not enough to buy you freedom. What if I told you something completely unexpected? Last year, we placed 80% of our earnings into investments. And, guess what? We had similar numbers last year, and we're expected to have similar numbers this year. Liberty money is the term we use to describe this type of currency. This money is utilized to buy real estate, stocks, and other assets for the firm. Poor individuals are unable to save a significant portion of their earnings since their incomes do not cover their basic needs. The difficulty is that they do not meet any of the requirements listed above. Don't make the mistake of rapidly increasing your standard of living as your wealth grows. Do you want to figure out how much money you'll need to be financially independent? The cost of sustaining your present way of life is known as lifestyle cost. You must have at least double the cost of living to be financially independent your recurring earnings. If you want to be financially independent, your passive income must be at least twice as high as your lifestyle cost. If your annual costs are $25,000, you must earn at least $50,000. Why? Because half of the entire cash must be used to purchase yourself financial independence through investments, and the remaining $25,000 must be used to cover your bills. Here's your to-do list if you're fighting for your freedom right now. 1. Learn new talents that will quickly increase your market value. 2. Begin to create a passive revenue stream that is independent of your efforts. 3. Once the money begins coming in, make the side hustle your full-time job. 4. Reinvest everything into business while living below your means as you are poor. 5. Transfer the real money to other investment assets as soon as it arrives. This is the most practical approach to this problem you'll ever find. 5. Everyone has access to money. Most people believe that only a few people are fortunate enough to have money and become wealthy. They believe that unless they hold a political office, inherit a business, or are born into a wealthy family, they cannot become wealthy. However, this is incorrect, not only incorrect but also terrible. There is no shortage of money beneath the earth, only a shortage of people who think correctly about money. How are you thinking about money? You must let go of your sense of scarcity, and stop thinking in terms of poverty, if you want to become a billionaire from the bottom up. All of those "money doesn't grow on trees" mentalities won't help you if you genuinely want to be successful. If you want to have abundance, you must first believe in abundance. There is enough money in the world for everyone who believes in abundance. 6. Never borrow money that doesn't go towards making more money. What are you doing buying a sports car on credit? Why are you ready to pay installments on the new iPhone? Why are you borrowing money to buy that Gucci handbag? Stop. It's a fact that many people lack access to funds in case of emergencies, which benefits other institutions that lend money. Poor people borrow money from banks and companies without understanding the contracts that they're signing. They're paying 50 to 200% yearly interest on the money they're borrowing for stupid luxuries they want. This happens all around the world. The UK has the same problem as the US and the rest of the world for that matter. If you fail to pay your installment in a month, the penalties and interest on those penalties start to apply. You'd think that one has to be stupid or desperate to borrow money from these people, especially if it doesn't go towards making more money. But millions of Americans get into debt for a degree, or pursuing studies without any prospects in the market for their future careers. Your degree or engineering studies has no market value. Yet, you now owe over $100,000 for the experience of finding this out for yourself. Before borrowing money, remember that it can either make you rich or a slave to some old guys who now basically own your life. As a golden money rule in life, the moment you're giving your money to someone else, you're making that person richer and making yourself poorer. Pay close attention to who you are making rich. 7. Today is someday. Many people wait for external circumstances to occur before taking action, saying things like, "I will start that business when I graduate from school. I will start investing when my company raises my salary. I will have enough opportunity to do anything when my children graduate," and so on. But did you know that those days will never come? Or should I say they might arrive, but you'll have another reason to postpone it until another day? Don't wait till you're retired to understand what you should have done differently. The time will never be right, so get out there and chase your ambitions now. You can always begin where you are and with what you have. 8. Keeping money is more difficult than making money. Poor people believe that generating money is difficult, but they forget that virtually all of them have made money in the past and will continue to do so in the future. Another reality regarding money is that the difficult part is retaining it rather than making it. Making money is not a secret. You can acquire a job or sell a product or service. That is your only option. Nevertheless, very few people know how to maintain and grow it once they have it. How many of you fritter away money you don't have? How far behind that line are you? Mentally performing the math and hoping that the people you borrowed money from would forget about it? That is why things have turned out the way they have. You have no control over your spending habits. Examine what a typical person has in terms of value at the end of their lives. The typical individual only manages to save less than 10% of the value they create throughout their lifetime. The remaining food is just consumed. Your main goal for the following year should be to establish a secondary source of income that isn't dependent on you. The moment you figure out how to play this, your life becomes immensely exciting. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to stay up to date.